Welcome students to online teaching program for standard 9th subject English. Myself Mrs. Bijay Kulkarni from JDC Bitco English Medium High School Nasik Road. In the previous video we have seen how to write an appreciation in a point wise format. In this video we are going to see how to write an appreciation in a paragraph format. Before we start with an appreciation, let us take an overlook on the points what we have discussed in the previous video. Related to the points, the first is title. Children, you are supposed to write the name of the poem. The second point is poet. Here we are going to write the name of the poet or the poetess. The third point is rhyme scheme. As we know how to write a rhyme scheme, it is just related to the last word of every line. In short, the same sounding words with the same pronunciation. The first is my favorite line. You are supposed to write your favorite line from the poem what you have studied. Number 5 is theme or central idea. In this point, children, you are supposed to convey or you are supposed to write the exact message what the poet wants to convey through the poem to the readers. Number 6 is figure of speech. What type of figure of speech is used in the poem that you are going to write in this point? While writing the figures of speech, make sure you write the name of the figure of speech, write the line as well as its explanation too. The 7th point is special feature. In this point, you are expected to write what type of poem this is, what type of language is used in the poem, the tone of the poem, or the implied meaning of the poem. In short, what the poet wants to convey. The last point is why I like the poem. In this point, students, you are expected to write the positive view. That means why you like the poem. In short, we have already discussed an appreciation on 1.1 poem, that is Life. Now let us discuss an appreciation in a paragraph wise format for 1.3 poem, that is Have You Ever Seen. So let us discuss 1.3 Have You Ever Seen an appreciation. So let us read the poem once again. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed or a single hair from a hammer's head? Has the foot of a mountain any toes? And is there a pair of garden hose? Does the needle ever wink its eye? Why doesn't the wing of a building fly? Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? Or open the trunk of a tree at all? Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Have the hands of a clock any left or right? Can the garden plot be deep and dark? And what is the sound of the bird's bark? Now let us take a short review of the poem. In this poem, we have studied about homographs. Homograph means the words that have the same spelling but they differ in the meaning when these words are used in different contexts. In this poem, we also have studied the figure of speech, that is puns. When words with the same spellings or pronunciation are used to convey more than one meaning is called as puns. So let us begin with an appreciation. the poem Have You Ever Seen is written by anonymous, means here the poet is unknown. This is an interesting and amusing poem. The rhyme scheme of the poem is AABB. The third point is, the whole poem is very humorous, but my favorite line is, does the needle ever wink its eye? I like this line because it is so funny and it made me think that how the needle can blink its eye. The central idea or theme of the poem is, the poet has elaborated the poem by using appropriate homographs, which make the poem more attractive, such as head, bed, eye, foot, wing, etc. By describing these places and things, the poet wants to focus on the complete meaning of the poem. In short, these words makes the readers of the poem laugh and fully enthusiastic. The poet throughout his poem has asked questions in each line to make the reader wonder about the things and focus on the main theme of the poem. Next point is figures of speech. The poet has used many figures of speech in the poem, such as alliteration, personification, and interrogation. As we have already studied, alliteration means sounds are repeated very pleasingly in the lines. Personification means human quality is given to inanimate things. And interrogation means throughout the poem, the poet has asked questions, not because the poet wants some answers from the readers, but the poet wants to stress on the theme of the poem. But the poet has also very perfectly used pun figure of speech. For example, why doesn't the wing of a building fly? That means we can easily see that the word wing has used as homograph to make the readers think about the flying building. The next point is special feature. The special feature of the poem are its double meaning words, the use of homographs, which is in the form of imagination used by the poet. It is extremely funny and humorous poem. The whole poem is based on interrogative and cannot be given any type of answer from the readers. But the poet has asked questions in order to stress on the theme of the poem. In short, the poem makes people laugh while reading it. The last point is why I like the poem. I like the poem because it is extremely funny and humorous poem. It makes me laugh. Now let us see paragraph wise appreciation. So far we have studied each point in detail. Now let us see the whole poem in a paragraph format. The poem Have You Ever Seen is written by anonymous, that means by unknown poet. This is an interesting and amusing poem. The poem has rhyme scheme like AABB. Throughout the poem, the poet has used humorous favorite lines like, does the needle ever wink its eye? I like this line because it is so funny and it made me think that how the needle can blink its eye. The poet has elaborated the poem by using appropriate homographs, which make the poem more attractive, such as head, bed. eye, foot, wing, etc. Describing the places and things with completely different meaning. It makes the reader of the poem laugh and fully enthusiastic. The poet has asked the question in each line to make the readers wonder about different things. The poet also has used many figures of speech such as alliteration, personification, and interrogation. But the poet has perfectly used pun. For example, why doesn't the wing of a building fly? Here we can see that the word wing has used as homograph to make the readers think about the flying building. The special features of the poem are its double meaning words, that is homographs, and its imagination. It is extremely funny and humorous poem. The lines of the poem are interrogative and cannot be given any answer from the readers. In short, it makes the readers or people laugh when they read it. I like this poem because it is extremely funny and humorous poem. It makes me laugh throughout I read it. Now, homework. Write both the format of appreciation in your homework notebook, that is 1.1 and 1.3.